Alex. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Rewritten podcast, the podcast for women rewriting the rules, rewriting our lives, and occasionally rewriting entire arguments in our heads while we do the dishes. Do you ever do that?
Yeah, all the time. All the time, yeah. I've just done it right now because I was ready to say something and I've just been like, oh, what now? We're your hosts. I'm Alex and Lisa. I'm not both Alex and Lisa.
I was going to say.
Well, I can be sometimes. But anyway, we're two women in our 40s. We are done with people pleasing, mostly done with people pleasing.
I know, I wish I were fully done.
I wish I were fully done. Allergic to bullshit and still somehow shocked if and when somebody eats with the mouth open. Gross.
We can't start already. Today's episode is called Things that Piss Us Off.
Piss us off and piss us off. It's everything from the petty to full-on proper rage where you want to kill somebody.
Oh, I'm ready for this, mate, because I'm in such a mood. Listen, if you're having a bad day and you need to shout into the void, we've got a place for that. So just keep listening. Join in. I feel like this will be one of them episodes where you are nodding your head, you're walking along going, yes, yes, yes. Or you might be like, oh, I do that all the time.
Oh, no. Oh, they wouldn't like me if they met me in real life. I'm a little bit worried that I might actually realise how many things that I do that piss you off, if I'm honest. Because I know there are some. You just tolerate me because I'm me.
I don't tolerate you. I love you. I do. I absolutely love you. And I think that's the thing, isn't it? Like, I think we need to allow ourselves. It's okay to be pissed off sometimes.
It really is. You know, when you first get with somebody in a relationship, and I'm used to this. I've done it a few times. What you find is, isn't it? And this is why the reason I'm saying it is that about absolutely loving somebody. When you absolutely love somebody, or you're in love, or you're lustful at the beginning, you can forgive all the things that piss you off, but the longer you stay, the more it gets you. And actually, I found on several occasions, the very things that I liked about people are the things that piss me off the most.
I know. What's that about? I know. It's so, you know what? I'm going to annoy the hell out of myself on this episode, right? Because so many of the things that piss me off, I do. Like how annoying is that? I'm like such a contradictory person. Like, I'm going to go mad, and people will be like, but you do that all the time. Yeah, I know. I do it all the time.
Are we going to call each other out?
Oh, God.
We might end up arguing. What if we argued for the first time ever?
Well, unreal, it'd be us, wouldn't it? Because that's what we do, actually.
Yeah, we do have arguments and then hang up and don't speak and stuff. It's been ages though.
Yeah, we haven't done that for ages. We have disagreements where we're like, no,
I don't do that. Yeah, you do.
I'm not doing that.
Do you think we're childish?
You are.
What a bitch.
Oh my God. Did you see that somebody said that you sounded like an owl?
What the hell? Who said that? Get him off our podcast platform.
You said Alex sounds like an owl.
Well, I don't even know how to feel about that. Why do I sound like an owl?
You don't. I really wanted you to do it, but basically, and Deck had done a thing, right? And he was like, oh, did you know that somebody said you sound like an owl in the comments? So he was going, who?
Oh, right. I'm too unpredictable, aren't I? Oh, that's good. I'm unpredictable.
I keep falling on this chair every single episode. I lean so far back, it flips up.
I was literally just about to say, get them off our platform, tell you sound like a dick. I was going to insult this imaginary person.
Oh, it didn't even work.
Never mind. You tried. You might get me another time. Come on, let's get stuck in. Let's
get cracking. We don't even need any other talk because I've got a massive list here. I'm going to be greedy.
Oh, well, last week you may remember that I was greedy over death. So let's have some greed over irritations. Off you go, Lisa. Make a start.
I don't even know where.
Am I allowed to join in, or is that going to annoy you?
No, we need to. It's got to be a conversation.
Not a monologue.
Otherwise, it's just a list. Really.
Well, let's start with that then. Freaking ranting monologues.
Does that piss you off?
Yeah, but I do it. I literally get my soapbox out and start ranting.
Yeah, everybody rants.
I don't like ranty people unless it's something that I enjoy being ranted about.
God, I can't believe that because I would class myself as like, I have some good rants. I like rants.
But you and me always rant about the same things. So we'll get into a rant.
We agree, don't we?
But we agree even when we don't agree on rants because we know the other one needs some validation. So we go, yeah, bastards, or yeah, dickheads, don't we? We get right into it.
Yeah. No, I get that. You know what annoys me then about rants? That people who aren't willing to listen to another side of that rant. So have your rant, right? But then it's okay to listen to somebody else's rant because they might have a rant that is opposite to what you're ranting about. And I feel like that's fair. But people that just rant and are not willing to open the mind up or to listen to anybody else, that annoys me.
You and Sam used to rant at each other, but one thing you were good at, both of you, I have to say, even though I felt massively uncomfortable, is you were good at hearing the other one's side.
Yeah. Well, we just get our sides out and they weren't really rants. You just didn't like that you weren't involved in it.
No, what I didn't like was my best friend and my husband having this confrontation. It made me really uncomfortable.
Yeah, and it was only ever about stuff like when I was
veganism, and he used to argue that it was better to be carnivore.
But it used to really annoy me because, as we've discovered so far on this podcast, I have very delayed processing rate, so I need time to think about stuff. So I'm not good in debates or like things because I don't have the answers there, and I'm willing to kind of listen and then go and look or find. So when people do my editing is when they're not willing to listen or go, oh, I'll have to go and check that, or let me. Do you know what I mean? So I used to practice. If you and Sam were coming round, I'd think, right, and I would Google, loads of information about veganism.
You know, the thing was, though, I remember you saying to me, and I didn't agree with veganism, but I actually used to try and help you out with some arguments just because I wanted to.
This is what I mean, though. Personal choice. Another thing, like that annoys me. Don't you tell me the right way to eat, drink, or do anything, right?
There are right ways to eat.
You don't know, but let me choose and make up my own mind.
No, but there are right ways to eat because you can't crunch, can you?
No, you can't fucking crunch. That really does get me, and I know you know that, right? This is one of my biggest ones, and I really wish it didn't. I really wish that it didn't get to me. I believe now that it is actually a bit of an ADHD thing as well, that, you know, I'm hypersensitive to noises, and crunching my entire life. I feel like I've got an answer now. I know that it is a bit ADHD. But I can't even cope with it. It riles me. And scrunching. So like my worst nightmare would be sat on public transport or in a cinema, right? And someone's got a packet and they're scrunching and they're trying to get in. Yeah, like crisps and then chewing. And once I've honed in on it, I can't hear anything else.
You know, Lisa, I've got this, but with whistling. Right? So whistling is on my list. I hate, especially on my left side. So if I'm driving and Sam's whistling, I just want to fucking sucker punch him.
Oh, these things like make you, honestly, I could literally get up in a cinema, get the packet of crisps, sprinkle them all over somebody and go, right, just eat them. Get the packet away. Stop scrunching. And poor Bethany, my eldest daughter, right? She discovered as an adult that she sucks crisps. That is all my fault. I know, I hate myself for it because I just can't deal with it. But the contradiction in this is that if I'm eating crisps at the same time as somebody, that's fine.
Yeah, well, I know that.
I know. Do you remember when we got the train to London and we were sat there and there was somebody behind and all I could hear was Chris, and I was really trying to concentrate on what you were saying, but I can just hear muffle scratch.
I don't like chewing gum, but only when it's like this.
Oh,
I hate that.
It's so annoying. Why does that irritate us so much?
I don't want to see what you've got in your mouth anyway. That's another thing. Like, it's your mouth, your food. Keep it in there.
Yeah, like, don't talk with your mouth full. Just wait, you impatient fucker.
I know, but I think I do talk with my mouth full.
I do.
Sometimes.
That's what I mean. All of these. And I think, so anybody listening, please, if you do anything that we're saying in the next, 40 minutes, please don't beat yourself up about it, because we do it too. Like, it's
they're normal things. They're normal things.
Yeah.
I've got one. Tell me what you think about this. This infuriates me. Somebody walking down the street with their phone on loudspeaker.
Oh, like, grow up. We don't, it's so selfish. You know, this happened to me on my holiday just now. We'd gone on the Game of Thrones cruise, right? So we get upstairs and it's a tour. So basically a woman is talking on a microphone, yeah? And there was a family that came up, they were late for one, another thing that really pisses me off. Being late, which is having to wait for people, it drives me insane. So they were late, they had to usher the boat back in so they could step on. They gets up and the young girl of the family is on a phone call. You heard it ring, so straight away I'm thinking, oh, please don't, because I'm trying to hear the woman who's on the microphone. And she started full conversation on a phone, like on loudspeaker. I was fuming. I looked and did that disgusting middle-aged woman look, right? How dare you? So much that a family member was like, hurry up on the phone, hurry up. Anyway, and she was just going, like she were real. Honestly, I wanted to throw her off the fucking boat. I was fuming. And then another member of family started doing it. And I was like, Rob, we're going to have to go downstairs. And I had to take myself downstairs. And I've learned that I've done this in my adult life, so I don't say something where I end up looking like the dickhead. I'd rather just walk away, because I think
it's annoying though. It is annoying, and I get why people do it, because there's this whole thing now about not holding the phone next to your head and not wearing earphones because of the radio waves and all that. But it's selfish. Like, we do not want to know. It's different than having a conversation to people. We don't know who that person is, and we do not give a shit what they've got to say.
We don't care. Just get it off loudspeaker. It's rude. And people that blast music, you're going for a hike, right? Yeah. And they have music on loud.
On their arm.
Like, why? Put it in your ear.
Music, get it in your ear. Like,
we don't want to listen to that shit. This is why whistling annoys me, right? So I was in the hospital having my bloods done a few months ago, and this guy came in, and bless him, he was, I don't know, let's say he was 65. He wasn't old, you know what I mean? But he was older, 65, 70. And he came walking in, he was like, morning to all the nurses, really jolly. And then he sat down and then he starts whistling really loud, but you know, that shrill whistling where they can make the notes. Why are you whistling though?
And I'm like thinking to myself, shut the fuck up. Like, shut up. Now I'm going to come over there and I'm going to stick something in your mouth. Shut up. Right. But he was just being jolly. And then I found myself thinking, oh, that's really mean, that Alex, but I wanted to kill him. I actually wanted to go over and shake his head.
Yeah, no, I get it. It's like this irrational thing, because I reckon I'm quite chilled out and quite resilient, and I am quite chilled with things, but some things like that just make me want to lose my shit so bad. What's your most irrational one? Like, really irrational one? You might have already talked about it, but what's your most irrational kind of irritation? Hold on, let me have a look, because I've got a big jacket. I don't know if you can see.
God, we're going to be here a while. You do know what
it's massive. I started this on my holiday when I knew we were going to be talking about it. I don't know what's the most irrational, but I'll tell you what does my head in. I don't know if this one come up. People that tell you to smile or cheer up when you like. So I'm going to go back to my pub days when I used to work behind the bar, and I would be at the glass washer, and I was a really jolly person, me. I'm very conscious of, because of my people pleasing nature, of walking around just smiling at everybody. So I would be putting glasses in the glass washer, and guaranteed somebody would go, cheer up, smile. And in the end, right, I used to start going like, oh, and in the end I used to be like, I'm putting glasses in. Like, the only thing looking at me is glasses.
I had this, right. So I remember my English teacher at A-level, and what's the worst thing you can say to somebody who's defensive? You can call them defensive. And I remember her telling me I was defensive. Yeah, that's exactly what I did. No, I was like, no, I'm not. And then I thought, that is really defensive. But I'm not defensive. Like, don't call me defensive. I'll fucking knock you out. I don't care who you are. You're a dick, but you don't hear me criticising you.
It's when people say stuff as well, like, calm down when you're mad about something, like, that is the worst. Or even if you're not mad, if you're just saying something like passionately, and this has happened to me my whole life because I do get so passionate about things, and people will be like, calm down, and I'm like, I'm not mad. Like, and that so annoys me. The calm down really annoys me.
Yeah, that's so annoying. I don't like either people pretending I do this, but I don't mean to, but people pretending they're experts on things, right?
Oh,
and I don't mean like researching. I don't mean like when you think you know everything. What I mean is like on Instagram. So you see these people and they start telling you all about menopause and they're like 12. Don't.
They might have researched it.
It don't matter. I've researched being on the moon, but I'm not going to tell anyone how to land a spaceship.
Well, that's because they research it enough that they might not have actually landed.
I've researched it enough to know that they probably didn't. Anyway, not really the point. We'll do a conspiracy theory one. Let's get that in as an episode. But honestly, like, don't tell that thing about, and I hate this saying and all, so while I'm on about it, don't teach your granny how to suck eggs. I hate that saying. It's disgusting. But you're so visual, you can probably see it. I don't even I don't get it anyway, that saying. Why would you teach a granny how to suck eggs? Who's sucking eggs? What does that even mean?
I don't know. Is it because she already knows how to suck eggs?
Why is she sucking eggs?
I don't know. You know, when you talk about that, though, with people knowing or reckoning they know stuff, I have a qualification stacking one annoys me. People that stack qualifications, right, but never get a fucking real job, but they've studied everything in life, right? So they just keep going back to college, or they're doing all different courses, and then, but do a job with it. They just keep stacking them up, and then they'll write a big, like, LinkedIn profile of how many PhD, MLP, QRS, TUV, WZs they've got at the end of the net. I don't care. Go and get a job.
Same thing, innit, though? Don't be an expert on something you're not an expert at. It's just absolutely...
They reckon they're experts, but never do anything with it. That annoys me, just going back, just learning stuff all the time.
I want to talk now about parenting. Right? I've got some real gripes about parenting.
Right.
So I've got three big ones with kids, all to do with kids. Since when were kids allowed to run around in the cinema when the film's on? Not a kids' film. Like, when did that happen? I'll tell you when the parents started looking at the mobile phones and thinking that's also acceptable. You're not in your front room. Shut the fuck up and sit your brat down.
With quiet sweets.
And you don't put your phone on. You're not in the house. It's so rude. Like, have some manners, bad manners. Have some manners.
Oh, bad manners. We've got rudeness. That's my biggest one, I think, you know. It will turn me from being like the nicest person to the rudest person on the planet, because
I liked your IKEA shopping trolley moment for this.
Rude people. I can't even see what I mean. I've got such bad memory. Like, I remember that happening, but I can't even remember what happened because I let it go, Alex.
I don't like
I get mad in the moment and then let it go, but rude people and shop assistants that don't give you eye contact, you know, when you're buying your shopping and they talk like they're talking to the next checkout. And they'll be like £55, but they don't look at you. You think I'm going to give you my £55 and you can't even be asked to look at me in the eye? Like, no. I actually sometimes now just stand there like this, waiting, look at me, like waiting for it. It riles me. I think your job is customer service. Like, why not be polite? And I don't expect anything that I wouldn't do myself, right? And I would never do that. I would never serve a customer and not look at them and not talk to them and talk. Imagine when we used to have the pub, if we were just serving people but not talking to them, we were just talking to ourselves.
Or on our phones.
You just won't do it. Like, it's rude. It's so rude. And wait, I'm so sorry. When I get my eyebrows done, right, this really, really pisses me off. And I need to figure out something to say when I go and get it done. So I get them threaded. And I'll go into like my local town, and every single place that threads them.
I love how you didn't talk about your local town.
It's a shithole. That pisses me off as well. It's a shithole.
It never used to be. It used to be such a good place to go, but go on.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll go, get my eyebrows done, right? And they're foreign, and they talk to each other. Or while doing my eyebrows, I can smell the breath and everything from the voice. Like, so they're plucking my eyebrows. They don't ask me what I want, or I'll be like, and I feel like I've got to excuse myself. So I go in and I'm like, oh, can I have my eyebrows threaded, please? Like this timid little mouse. That's me. That's what I do every time. Oh, sorry to bother you. Can I have my eyebrows done? And then they go, sit down. No hire, no welcome, no nothing.
I won't go.
I know it drives me insane, but nobody in my village does threading eyebrows, right?
My massage therapist yesterday had smelly breath. He smelled of cigarettes and it was just gross.
Oh, no, it's so annoying. But the talking over me, especially because it's in a different language, it riles me because, one, I don't know what they're saying, right? They could be saying anything. They could be saying, look at the state of her eyebrows, they're fucking horrific. And I'm a bit like, I just hate the full thing. And then they don't ask you what you want. So I end up apologising, kind of go, oh, can you just keep the shape? And like, being such a mouse about it. Anyway, before I went away, I got to do my eyebrows. And then I said, I want a little bit of tinting. Can you do a medium brown? I said, I don't want them dark. I don't want them blocky. I said, the last lady kind of like brushed it in. Yeah. Didn't do it. Just put these blocks on my eyebrows. And while they were on, she went, dark brown, yeah? I said, no. I said, medium brown. She was like, yeah, medium.
Rude.
Yeah, and do you know what I did about it?
Nothing. That annoys me.
At the end, I went, thanks, bye. Like, what a...
Do you know, I get that because I had my hair done, but years ago, I was only 19 and they cut it from sort of chin length. I wanted a trim. It come up to my eye. It was awful. I was going on a date. I hated it.
I've had awful haircuts. I've done it. I'd hair about this length after I'd had Ben.
That's like mid chest, yeah?
Yeah, and it was dark, just plain, boring, long, nothing hair. It was like a blank canvas. Went to the hairdresser and I was like, oh, I want a bit of colour and a bit, you know, like, it was like what it is now, really, to be honest.
Layers in it and stuff.
They cut it all, like it was feathered into my face, which was awful. Oh, it was awful. I was meant to be going to a wedding on the Saturday. I won't go. I couldn't go. I cried my eyes out when I got home. Never said anything.
Oh, I would say something now about that. So go back to kids. Kids that are allowed on iPads and phones in restaurants.
Well, I'm a bit doubly thingy on this, right? I have two different thoughts to this. I get it and I don't get it. Like, if you're in a restaurant and you're eating, I think it's an experience and you're learning to communicate over food. And I think it's a really nice thing that you should be doing. What are you looking at?
The dog digging again in the same place. This is the second week episode where he's doing it again. Go on, carry on.
No, because you're not interested in it.
I am interested. Go on, I do want to hear it seriously, and I am listening. See, I know I'm looking over there, but I do actually know what you're saying. But go on.
No,
I
need you. I need you with me.
I'm sorry, I've forgotten. Eye contact. I'm looking at you. Go.
Well, I forgot what I was saying.
Kids in restaurants being doubly sort of okay with
So I feel like it's really good that we should be teaching our kids to communicate and eat and blah, blah, blah. But I think in the UK in particular, restaurants and other people are really intolerant of children. And you wait that long for your fucking food, right, to come, which I've noticed since I've been a non-drinker. Like an hour, 45 minutes. It's not all right. And I think it's such a boring thing for children.
I don't mind.
There's only so long I feel that you can kind of be.
I don't mind them being on them when the food isn't there, or when there's. But if there's conversation going on and people are just shoving them in front of screens, I went mad at the table of school, recently, because they had every lunchtime they were letting them eat in the classroom because there wasn't enough room in the dining room, which is fine. I get that. But
it isn't fine, actually.
No, I didn't mind that. They were coming to the classroom with the food. There's just no space at the time.
Why is there no space?
Because the school's grown so much since it was originally built. They're having a new school built. I can deal with that. That wasn't even my issue. My biggest issue is they were putting a film on in the background and they all had to sit in silence while they were eating.
No.
I went mad. She said, can we just reduce it down? This is the head. We'll just reduce it down to special occasions on Fridays. I was like, what's so special about a Friday?
Did you see that teacher that does raves on a Friday at his school in the news?
Yeah.
I love that.
But they just need to be able to socialise and relax and talk about the day, not be told to be quiet in front of a screen when they've been sat in lessons all morning.
I don't know why it annoys me that children get told to be quiet, to stop running, to do all the things that we naturally meant to do. It's annoying me more, I think, as I've got older, but schools in general really, really piss me off at the moment. Like, I can't understand why they think it's a fits for everybody, and it really gets to me. And I think more so because I've got my granddaughter now, and I can't bear to think that she's going to go and be squished into a school to be told not to run, to sit and be quiet, to listen to some bullshit agenda that I just can't bear it. Schools in general really, really pissing me off at the moment. And I feel like it's a fight that really needs fighting. It needs to be changed.
I do fight it actually when I'm there, and I do have an argument a lot with the teachers about stuff like this.
It's ridiculous.
Do you know what else annoys me? Pretend like parenting. So I'll give you the example because I don't know. Like those people that tell their kids off or try to instill manners in them when they clearly never do that at home, but they do it just so they can be observed doing it. There was a woman in Costco the other day with a kid, and the kid was going absolutely apeshit because he wanted something. And she was top of her voice, do not behave like that in public. And the dad was going, you're going to get it for him. You always do. And I thought, like, even the dad's saying it, like, why are you putting on a show?
But he shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, no, he shouldn't have done it. But that's another example of pretend parenting, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Stop showing off. If you normally buy your kids things, just get on with it. You don't need to pretend to the world that your child is well behaved. It's little shit. You can see it's a little shit. You've brought it up that way.
What about people then that got, that lady over there is going to shout at you if you carry on? No, I'm not. No, it's your kid. You shout. I'm not going to shout at your kid. Why would I do that? Like, no, I don't even, you know what? Your kid isn't even bothering me. It's bothering you.
Yeah, and you're bothering me by lying to your kid that I'm
involved me in your bloody arguments. That lady won't like that. Do you know what? That brings me on to Frenchie owners. Frenchies, little Frenchie dogs, they're owners of them. And I'm sorry, I've never met anybody. And if you're listening and you've got Frenchies, email me in and tell me that you're different, because I would love to meet a Frenchie owner that isn't like this, but they piss me off. So you ain't got Frenchies.
No, but I've got a friend who does, and I'm just interested in what you say about her, because I'm going to tell you whether she's like this. Go on.
Well, maybe it's just Frenchie owners near me, right? One, why do they always buy two? right? They always seem to have two Frenchies.
Oh, mine's already out of this category. She's fine. Go on, go.
All right, that's all right. So there's one lady round the corner from me, and she has two little Frenchies called Red and Blue, right? One's got a red collar on, one's got a blue collar on.
Well, that's inventive, isn't it?
Yeah. So she has them, and she has full conversations with them, right? Which is fine, because you're so distracted, I can't bear this.
I have to just, right, go on, I'm just going to text these because somebody's not watching the dog and he's diving around, and I just need to sort this out. Go, carry on telling me.
Dog parents, they're so annoying. That's what I'm trying to get at. And Alsatian owners.
That's me.
Yeah, it is. So basically, this woman talks to her dogs, right, and she has full conversations with them, which is fine because I talk to George, but I know he's not listening, right, but she really thinks her dogs are listening, I can tell. She lets them off the lead, right, there's two of them, they snuffle and they snot, and they come over to George, right, and they circle round him. Don't let your dog off a lead if it's
I don't think this is Frenchie owners. I think this is some people with little dogs, and it's not all of them, but some people are like, my dog's friendly, so they let their dog run riot, and your dog might not be friendly, and then your dog's going to get in trouble for that.
Well, I've only experienced this with Frenchie owners, right?
Oh no, I've experienced it with some other small dog owners. So it doesn't annoy me.
They snuffle around, and I think if you're like George is not trained enough, if I was going for a walk, for him to ignore other dogs, so I keep him on a lead, because otherwise he would go up to other dogs. And some people, like the woman over the road, her dog's really anxious. So if them two little dogs were to run over and circle, something bad would happen.
It would upset her.
Yeah, anyway, she does it every time, and it drives me insane. And then she goes,
is it just her that annoys you then?
Well, no, this is what I thought, right? So then I thought her husband was the other guy that walks two Frenchies. Turns out it's not. He's a different Frenchie owner, but I thought they were together, but they walked them at different times. But then I saw them at the same time with both the Frenchies, and I was like, oh my God, that's so weird. He does exactly the same. And then the other day when I was going for a walk, walked past the cattle grid, a girl she's running, she's got two snotty little Frenchies running beside her. Right? And they run over to George and start growling at him. And I'm like, why have you not? And she just goes, morning. But it ruined my full walk, because then George is like, sniper. Then he starts nipping at my legs because he's not knowing what to do. Do you know what I mean? So my whole walk, just put your dog on a fucking lead.
We get this, so, because we've got a big dog, and obviously we do keep him on a lead, because even if he is pretty well trained, but he's intimidating because of the size of him and stuff. But we get this, like little dogs. Oh, don't worry, mine's friendly. Look, mine's on a lead because he's not.
Yeah. So
if he turns around and rips a hole out of yours, who's going to be in trouble here? It'll be me.
It wouldn't if he was on a lead.
Well, it annoys me as well.
Apparently, that's what Rob tells me. Anyway, they jumped up at me the other week, just before my holidays. I get bruises all the time because I just walk into stuff. And I'd done a really good job at having no bruises for my holiday. Literally walked George the day before, and her snotty little Frenchies run up, jumped up, scratched all down my leg. And she went, oh, I don't think she wants you running up to her. That's what she said. What did you say? You didn't apologise to me or anything. What do you think I said? Nothing. I just carried on walking and laughing. I just despise myself sometimes.
Do you want to know what my biggest annoyance is? And it's a real shame, because I do feel bad about this one. And it's Sam grunting.
Oh, yeah, that would do my
So
head.
Sam's got this thing where he clears his throat, and it's a genuine thing. You can't help doing it. It's like, but he does it really loudly, right? And sometimes I just don't even notice it. And other times I really hear it, and I want to drill his head.
That would do my head in. I've heard it. And I think I'd struggle to live with that noise. It would be one of them things. Like when you're horning on it, you'd be like, oh.
Do you know what he says to me? Who do you think it annoys more, you or me? Because I can't stop doing it. And I'm like, oh, fair point. I do feel bad then.
Yeah, but you're allowed to be annoyed.
Yeah.
I reckon it annoys you more.
I do.
I actually do.
I do.
He's used to it.
Yeah, exactly. It's invading my ear space.
Talking of them partners, this annoys me, right? When I'm washing up and Rob tries to come on to me while you're washing up. Why
While you're doing anything mundane, it's not sexy. I'm not thinking about that right now.
That's what I mean. There's no way, like, it's just not sexy. I'm washing up. I just want to get the washing up done. Like, coming up behind me, like no, it's not.
Does he then get annoyed when you sort of reject him?
No, I don't suppose he does, really.
Oh, Sam, would you say he'd get well annoyed? He'd be like, oh, I'm not going to bother anymore. And I'm like,
don't bother then. If you're going to come up to me, I'm washing up. I'll tell you what would be sexy. If you went, Lisa, go upstairs, wait for me. I'm going to finish this washing up. I'm going to wash up, dry up, put the pots away, and I'll meet you upstairs. I go, all right. That would be sexy. Not fucking coming up to me when my hands are in dishwater. Like, that's disgusting. It really annoys me.
Well, I'm with you. Sam's doing it again now. He's at the patio door being obscene again while I
would love you. See, that'd annoy me. What's he doing? It's not sexy.
Well, right now he's showing me his bum crack.
Oh, is it hairy?
Oh, he's all right. Now he's turned around.
Oh, no, stop it.
You're on the podcast now with your obscenities. He doesn't seem to care. Anyway. All right, here's another one for you. Do you know what I really hate? Just coming away from partners. Adverts. On anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have never, and I don't care what anyone says, I've never watched an advert and thought, oh, I'm going to buy that. I don't mean like a sponsored thing that comes in as a post, but I have never watched an advert for like Ariel liquid or Persil or coffee and thought, oh, I'm going to buy that.
What washing
Get
up
your crap
liquid do you use?
Product. Pardon?
What washing up liquid do you use?
Fairy, but I would anyway, just because it does. I don't care what anyone says.
I think that is positive. Yeah, it does, but it is drilled into that. I think, like, in our era, the fairy washing up liquid.
No, but I've tried a few. I've tried Tesco's own. I've tried Sainsbury's own. I've tried. And I genuinely have tried a few. Perhaps I'm sure there are things that you think, oh yeah, that looks good. I'm sure there are, but like, don't invade the film I'm watching. Don't invade something. I don't even have live TV anymore. I got rid of it. Do not invade my Amazon Prime that I pay for with your ads. I am not interested. I pay already. I pay to stop looking at this bullshit. I don't want to see you and your little modern family all made up of like 1,000 they, thems, he's, she's, different races, things that just don't exist in real life.
In oven chips.
Oven chips. Why have we got, and I have nothing against any of these people, but why have we got this made up family of a brown coloured man, a white coloured woman, an Indian child that they seem to have majestically and magically produced between them or possibly adopted? Why have we got that? Let's just show real diversity. Stop forcing.
Yeah, like doing it on purpose. Like, it's so frustrating.
Like, if we've got...
Why don't you show a council estate family sat there with the next door neighbour's mum?
With no teeth.
With no teeth. Everyone calling the same man dad.
Yeah, that annoys me. It really annoys me. That's sort of two different things. Adverts and misrepresentation. Stop force feeding us the bullshit. Like, there's no family, I don't believe, in my kind of age that grew up with a more diverse family than I did. My auntie married a Pakistani man. My best friends have a Jamaican mum and a South African father. I am quite happy with diversity. I'm quite comfortable with sexuality. I'm comfortable with gender. Why are you forcing that in front of people? Why?
No, I agree. I do agree.
We thought we were going to get banned last week.
Yeah, every week we could just get cancelled, but it's fine. Right, I've got another one. Shopkeepers, right, asking what I'm doing with the rest of my day. What has it got to do with you? You don't care. You have no interest, right? What I'm doing with the rest of my day. And I don't want to, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I've not planned it.
Would you be bothered if somebody you knew a bit more intimately asked that, like your PT, or is it just because you don't know them and it's a random thing to ask? Because I
have no clue. I've never met him in my life. I mean, this happens in the Lake District all the time, right? You go into a shop, you're buying a sticker for your van or something, or a pair of socks, and they literally go, so what are you doing with the rest of your day?
I'm just going to point out now, if you're a shopkeeper, you must look at Lisa, but don't talk to her.
Just look me in the eyes and then fuck off.
Look me in the eyes, tell me how much my bill is and give me my change and then fuck off.
Let's just do what's factually going on here. Like, I'll say, oh, that's a nice sticker. I don't mind stuff like that. Or, oh, these socks are nice. Like, compliment my what I've bought. That is absolutely fine. But what you're not interested in what I'm doing for the rest of the day. You don't care. You're not going to remember it. I bet if I went back in the shop afterwards and went, hey, what am I doing now? They wouldn't have a clue. They wouldn't know because they've got no, it's pretend talk. Don't pretend to talk to me.
All right, how many taxi drivers drivers do you think in a day get asked, what time did you start? How long's your shift?
We've been busy. Oh, I bet everyone says that to you.
So do you hate small talk?
I struggle with small talk, yeah, because it's lies. And small talk is lies. You don't care. Like, you really don't. You just try. I suppose you need to do it sometimes so you can try and find a common ground, right?
Yeah.
But not in shops. We're never going to see each other again, probably. We don't need to make that conversation.
Shut up, serve me and look in my eyes. That's what you're asking for, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, no, because that sounds so rude and I don't mean it like that. But like
manners.
Yeah, like, just do your job. I'll do mine as a customer. You do packing your own bags as well and putting your own things through. That annoys me as well. You'll say to somebody,
oh, do you remember the time
to the till, and they'll go, there's a self-checkout over there. Yeah, did I get a fucking job at Morrison's? No, I didn't. And if I wanted one, I'd try and get one, but I don't. I don't want to be a shopkeeper, so can you do it? Because you're stood there.
Do you remember the time we went into that service station together and that guy was sleeping the floor?
Yeah.
And I went and said something like, oh, we'll just make sure, we'll come to you to be served. He'd swept the floor, he'd gone back behind the counter. We'll come to you to get served rather than using the self-checkout because these things are taking jobs. What did he say?
He said, no, they're not. We're both fine.
I know, but we did actually say something then.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, they are. And you said, well, if it wasn't taking your job, why'd you have to sweep the floor?
Yeah, somebody else would be doing that, wouldn't they? And you'd be serving.
And then there'd be an employed cleaner here who'd also be grateful for the work.
Yeah, they would.
The machine takes your job and you've taken the cleaner's job.
Yeah, and I bet he didn't go for the cleaner's job.
No.
I bet he went to be a shop assistant. So can you assist, please? Put your brush down and assist us because we're asking, and not even in a rude way, but see, all these things make me into a rude person.
Do you know what I hate then? Hold music. I think there's nothing that gets you aggravated more. Being on hold is infuriating anyway, but then when you're forced to listen to some shite lift music for 40 minutes and then you get cut off.
Shall I tell you what's even worse than that? Listening to second-hand hold music, Alex. So for the last 2 weeks, before our podcast has started, I've had to listen to Alex on hold to different people. One, the microphone people, and this week your GP surgery.
Yeah.
So second-hand hold music on
loudspeaker. Very annoying. Noted. Okay, I will do my best to not be on there.
Okay, right. I've got another one. let me hold on. There's so many, honestly. There is so many. People that don't move when you're walking on the pavement. Like, it's a team sport, I think. You're both walking, right? So you both move a little bit. Like, it's just polite. Like, those that really hold the space. And they're like, I am not moving for you. It's rude.
It is rude. But I now
like, it's a joint thing, innit? You're like...
I fight back with that now, and I've started doing that, and that is a really good one because I've literally recently started doing that. So what my thing, and this comes from school, is I walk on the left. I always have. The school used to make us walk on the left, and then when I went into teaching, you had to walk on the left. So I feel like if I'm going up and downstairs, I walk on the left. And sometimes people are coming down, and I'm holding onto the rail coming up, and there'll be two of them together, and they walk down in a pair. So I just stop now.
Yeah.
And they have to walk round me. So I am
that's an age thing that we do. So I do. You know, like women, this could go on my list actually. Women, I'd say over 50. And this will probably be us, I have no doubt, because they've probably got so pissed off and people pleasing and doing all these things the whole life. But I feel like they have this real arrogance about them in shops or on pavement, stuff like that, where they think, I am not moving for anyone, and they just barge the way through and they just push in and they just don't care. They just push around. And it's always women. Yeah, mainly, I think. Yeah.
Maybe it is like a bit of a middle-aged woman thing that, like,
you're distracted again. Who are you messaging?
No, I'm not. I was bringing my show notes back up after finishing my list, the ones that I really wanted to get out.
All right, well, can I do mine?
Yeah, go on. Yeah, you do yours, and I'll just join in now. I'm through mine. You've got a million things on yours. So I'm actually not that annoyed, but we've not got long, so come on, reel them off.
Right, thinking about what to have for dinner. It drives me insane. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of thinking about what to cook for dinner. The thinking about it. Me and Rob have this arrangement now, right? And I can't bear the conversation. What should we have for tea? And we're both Libras, right? So we can't make our minds up. This could go on for 3 days. We wouldn't eat for, me and Rob, because we can't make our mind up. But I don't want to be the thinker. So I've said to him now, because I'm home earlier, I'm like, if you tell me what you would like for tea, like if you say, why don't we have, I don't know, chicken and rice or something, then I will go to the shop and I will get the chicken and rice, or I'll know what I'm doing with it. But don't leave me to think about it, to stand in shops. I can't stand that. For like, how old's Bethany? 26 years I've been thinking about what to make for tea for other people.
We have this.
My kids don't even live at home. In fact, I wouldn't even have tea. Like, Rob finishes work at 6, right? So we don't get on. We have our tea about 7:30. I wouldn't even be having tea at that time.
We have this, right? But we have it with what should we do? So I'll say to Sam, should we do something? I don't have anything in mind, but should we do something? And he'll go, oh, well, if you think of something, yeah. And I'm like, well, can you think of something? Because I want to do something.
Yeah.
So we have this discussion, and it causes so many problems. It's not about tea, though. It's about what should we do?
Yeah, it's really, we did it on holiday as well. Like, honestly, at the nights, I was just like, I can't bear to do this anymore. Like, because there was such an array of restaurants, and it's like, which one should we eat in? I don't know. Which one do you want to eat in? That's the other thing that really annoys me, is when people fire the question that you've asked them back at you.
That's what I get annoyed at. What should we do? I don't know. What do you want to do? Like,
I've asked you
what you want to do.
Yeah. Make a decision for once in your life, will you? Just say, let's do this. But don't repeat the question back, or they try and like turn it a little bit. So you'll say like, oh, should we go to that restaurant or that restaurant? And they'll go, oh, I don't know. Do you want to go to that one or that one? Do you know what I mean? Like, it just make a decision, because I can't.
That's my idea. All right, next. Come on, we're on that one.
Next one. Okay. No, that was on there actually, firing the question back at you. Oh my God. People that don't share the food, right? And this is going to be so controversial.
Sam would be really annoyed. So he's the other way. He's like, if anyone touches my food, I'm going to kill them.
I know, that's what I mean. But like, I feel, let's order different food and let's have a little try. Do Do you know what I mean? Like,
no, we'd hate that.
When we go out,
you and him should
sometimes
never eat out together ever.
Oh no, I feel like when you go out, especially as a couple, and me and the kids and my mum, we've always done it, so it's dead. Like, we're not bothered about sharing stuff. So I do get it if people are different, but people won't try stuff. So I'll say like, "Oh, try this; it's really nice." No, what do you mean? No, have you ever tried it before? No. So you're never going to experience what I'm trying to give you now. Just try it. Eat it.
See that? You could be the annoying one there to someone who don't want to try it.
That's what I mean. It's really controversial. But it does annoy me. I like to share, or like we'll go for something to eat and Rob will not order the same as me. Yeah. But then won't share his food. Well, if you wanted the same, just have the same if you're not going to share. Like, but I'd think if you go, oh, I'm not going to get that because it's the same as you, because like that don't make sense to me. Like,
because then obviously if it's the same as me, it doesn't matter if you're not going to share it anyway, does it?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Or I'll say, right, oh, do you want to try some of this? And he'll be like, no, thanks. And I'm looking, thinking, well, give me a forkful of yours. Oh, why have you not asked me back? Do you know what I mean? Don't understand it. Right. Unnecessary long words.
Oh, but that's always annoyed you. That's
don't say like utilise when you can say use.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
but I do get that.
Yeah, that annoys me.
That would annoy me, and that does annoy me.
I know. I've got phones at meals actually. People at events, right? So you go to somewhere, yeah, and at the end they said, "Does anybody have any questions?"
Like the monk.
Yeah. And then people that say, "I've got a question," and they stand up and they give a statement. So they don't ask a question.
This happened at Ruth's book signing.
Yeah, but they don't. So they don't ask a question. They just want everyone to hear what they've got to say.
Yeah, I get that annoys me.
Not a question, is it? Politicians.
Sometimes they even start it with, "Well, it's not a question, but I just want to say."
Yeah. Well, did we say, does anybody want to stand up and reel off a book? No, we didn't. A monologue. Yeah, that's it. Sometimes long words are useful. Yeah, politicians, all of them. We don't even need to go into that today. I hate waiting for things. I really struggle in queues and waiting. And I also hate queue jumpers. Salesmen, and it is a salesman that annoys me.
Callers. I get well annoyed with cold callers.
When they put the phone down on you, have you ever had that happen?
Yeah, I've had people phoning up and go, "Oh, the other day this happened to me. Oh, hi, you have your name on our list, on our mailing list, because thank you so much for the books that you've supplied." And I know straight away I've not supplied any books or any money.
No.
Don't try. You're not talking to some thick bastard here now. They've literally looked up my business address and they're trying to sell me something, but actually they're not. They're trying to get me to spend money on something that doesn't exist. They've given their books out to schools that I've paid for, and now they're ready for me to be invoiced. What's your address? Well, if I've given you something, why do you not know my address? I'm not sick, you absolute moron. And how dare you phone my number? Who do you think you are? Oh, I'm just wondering, this is another one. I'm just wondering, have you thought about changing your gas and electricity supplier? No, that's why I didn't phone you.
No, that is so annoying.
That's why I didn't phone you. Get off my phone.
It does. It's so annoying.
Sometimes I answer and let them do all the spiel just to tell them no.
I've had it where I've gone, "Oh, no, I'm not interested. Thank you very much." And they've already put the phone down before I finished speaking. I think, you rude bastard.
So
I was going to put the phone down on you. That is so rude. But the old-fashioned salesman, again, when I was away, I could see one that he obviously sold property or something. And that sleazy suit, where they act where they're a little bit better than you. It really annoys me. Or when they say things, and I've had this said to me "Oh, what? Do you not want to save money?" Fuck off.
Yeah, that's why I'm not spending money on you, idiot.
Yeah, you're just rude. Another shopping one is me shopping on a weekend. like food shopping. No, I don't want to go food shopping on a Saturday or a Sunday. It's a chore. Weekends are not for chores.
Yeah, but you see, I've got to think about this fully because years ago, as you will well know, when pubs used to close on Sundays and open up and shops used to close, now that was good. Because that helped us to relax, and now everything's so available at the click of a finger, or just press the button. It's too much. The world's too busy. We don't have any downtime.
It's so busy. It is a busy world. Oh, another one. People who tell me that I'm tall.
Yeah, I know.
That annoys me. Like, it happens so many times. Oh, you're so tall. Like, oh my God. I was small when I went to bed last night. It really annoys me. Yes, I'm tall. Thank you. You've got a big nose. And a bogey in it.
Right, come on, last one. You've got one. You've got time for one more.
All right. People that lie and don't own the stuff, like liars, like when you know people are lying, it really annoys me. Or when they get caught out for stuff and they don't just own it, they try and like pretend that it wasn't, and you can see right through it. That riles me. Just own it. Just own it. If you've done something wrong, say, oh my God, I've done that wrong. I'm so sorry. Like, that would get you further than going, oh, it's because no, just own it.
I know I've annoyed you with that at least once in the past.
What, fibbing?
Yeah.
Oh, you've always been a little fibber about stuff.
Yeah, but then sometimes you accuse me of fibbing when I'm not, and I get well upset and defensive.
No, it's because I never know.
I know, but I don't do it anymore. I think I used to do it when I was selfish, but I don't feel like I'm selfish anymore.
No, you're not. You're not a selfish person.
I think I used to.
And people that pretend to be nice. If you're not a nice person, don't pretend to be. Because I can see right through it. Don't pretend that you like me if you really don't. And I think, last one, I promise, is people that don't accept help. Like, I find that really hard. They would rather carry and juggle loads of things than, and when you're like, would you like some help with that? No, I'm fine. No, I'm fine. No, you're not. Like, I could just help you with it. So that also annoys me. I think that's it. Well, it isn't actually.
I feel so good going out for the rest of this day now.
I do actually. I feel so
to do this more often.
Yeah, that was a good rant, that.
I haven't actually got any fuck it moments this week, Lisa. I haven't actually got any because we've done 2 episodes in a day. So I've told you mine. Have you got any more? Or is this a case of us just asking people to email them because we're not getting enough?
Yeah, please email us with your fuck it moment. It doesn't have to be massive. It doesn't have to be dramatic. You can absolutely, I've pinched this from you. I'm so sorry, Alex, but you can absolutely stay anonymous.
People who pinch things, Lisa hates that.
Oh dear.
So if you've had a fuck it moment, please get it in. And like Lisa's just said, it don't have to be big. It don't have to be anything major. It can just be something really simple, like I turned the TV off in the adverts for the first time because they were annoying me. We don't mind what it is. We just want to be able to share it. That might be a bit smaller, actually.
Yeah. I've just got, because I'm going to have such bad anxiety about this, so I'm just going to have to say it, because Alex now knows, obviously, somebody that's going to listen to this podcast that owns Frenchies. And I am sorry, this was not personal to you. I didn't mean your dog was snotty. It's just that the people near me who have Frenchies, their Frenchies are snotty, and the owners are stupid, but not you, whoever you are.
That's so funny.
I'll just own it. I'm sorry. I didn't mean all Frenchie owners.
Just the ones that she knows.
The ones that I've met so far, yeah.
Just the one you know. So I think after our rant, Lisa, we can go out into the world feeling a little bit better. I think we need rants more often.
Yeah, I agree. So, you know what? I think it's all right to get annoyed at stuff. I think we hide it, and especially like we are quite people pleasing in nature. So I think it's nice just to get it off your chest and allow a bit of anger now and again. Do you know what I mean? It's okay. Just, yeah, that's it. We're basically done, aren't we?
We are done. I can't even say any more to add to it, to be fair. Yeah, just email us your stories, email us your fuck it moments, rewrittenpoduk@gmail.com. We do want to hear all about them. So I guess that's permission for us to say see you next time, is it?
Yes, fuck it, bye.
Bye, everyone.